trying to like girls, to fit in, and to be normal really broke me. Let's talk about it.
Loving me unconditionally.
Hello, my freedom walkers, and welcome to day 13 in the series of Loving Me Unconditionally, this 30-day challenge that I'm doing. Today, I want to talk about trying to fit in and like girls. Through my life, really had an effect on me. I said that it broke me in a lot of ways, and it basically made me feel like I wasn't enough. Let's talk about it. So, the inner fight to be masculine, to fit in, just in general, just to fit in and just to be normal like everyone else, whether being gay, whether my personality, um, my beliefs, whatever the case may be, there was always this inner fight all the time to just, you better make sure you must be like somebody else or not be your true self because people don't like you for who you really are. So there was always a fight that consumed so much of my time and overwhelmed me to be this person that I really wasn't. I mimicked other gay males, not gay males, okay. I mimicked other males in general, straight males, okay, to act like them and walk like them and even like do a lot of women degrading and bashing and like just like a lot of sex talk or a whole lot of that. A lot of girl talk. There was, I guess, in my family, cousins, and everybody else, and I'm not down in anybody. I love them all. I really do. But truth be told, there was not like a lot of talk about future plans in life. There was a lot of toxic masculinity that I grew up around, and there was a lot of just talk about who you sleeping with, who you having sex with next. A lot of terms and words I dare not use on my channel, but there was like no deeper thoughts or conversations, and then I get it too because maybe fourth generations, fifth generations were moved out of slavery, and everything was basically like just work, work, work to pay your bills, and in your free time you maybe just drank, smoked, or did some things in life that brought you pleasure. So there wasn't really a lot of exposure to people that was around me that were successful in that area. Growing up, that went to college, had degrees, and started this business or corporation or came out of poverty. Um, I got married pretty young. I said I was around 22 to a female, and I loved her, but I wasn't like in love, and I would say vice versa. It was, I just, if you're ever, somebody's been in love with you before, and that's never really happened in my life, maybe one day. But I'm learning now to fall in love with myself. A, but anyways, I felt insignificant. I felt like inadequate. I guess that's a better word. I felt that I wasn't good enough as a black man, as a minister. You know, um, I didn't have my shit together at that age before getting married. And I think the most thing, I was very submissive and worried about the community and wife's opinions and just everybody in general's opinions around me. And their opinions about me became my opinions about me. And I think I know I had a lot of self-loathing, self-hate, because I still had those feelings even though I suppressed them as much as I could and prayed over it and did all these things, I still had like these, I was attracted to guys, okay? And I've always struggled with that even after I left and all these things. I'm like, what is wrong with me? It made me feel cursed. Like maybe some ancestral demons or, just all the talks and things you will hear about demons and generational curses or whatever the case may be. It just made me feel cursed. Made me feel like in the story in the Bible about those lepers, like people would just like stay away from the lepers. They find out you were a leper and say unclean, unclean. I felt like that. And I definitely in the 80s and 90s wasn't going to tell the world because there was no like safe haven, a safe place to be gay, especially in the dirty South, in the black community. I felt deformed. I felt frustrated a lot because I was like, I just can't get over this one thing. I was telling myself, if I can just get over this one thing of being gay in my life, I'll be okay. I won't feel bad about myself. I won't have this guilt and shame. Because I felt guilty, I felt shameful. And if you watch some of my other videos, you'll see even I blame myself even from childhood molestation. I blame myself for abuse. I blame myself for the way people treated me. I blame myself for a lot of things like, oh, it must be my fault or whatever the case may be. I felt broken, felt like a misfit, you know, and definitely I felt like doomed to hell. Like that was my final stop. That's my final point. And I felt if I did enough good stuff, and was submissive and treated people right, and all these cases may be, then I have a shot in getting into heaven. I felt so exhausted, felt less than a man, but extremely just tired and depressed all the time, and try my best to hide it. What I realize now is that life is too short to live a lie. It is too short to live a lie. I am right now, as I'm filming this video, I am 49 years old. I'm recently, out of like 40 years, over 40 years, going through the healing process, even the more of accepting who I am. And I realized that I had the power and the strength to do this a long time ago. But I don't carry regrets because everything that I've gone through, everything I've experienced and been through, I am grateful for. I can't carry around that burden of feeling regretful or shameful or just dwelling on the negative of my past, right? I just use it as tools to heal me or to make me a better person, even more and more. I would not have the strength or the confidence or the courage I have to do this right now if I didn't go through some of the things I've been through. And I had that, like, I realized that there was a tipping point in my life that I was like, well, fuck, I'm tired of being everybody else's scapegoat or everybody else's, I guess the word to use is everyone else's pansy. I guess that's a better word to use. So, being normal meant to me or means to me normal, compromising my true authentic self, compromising my truth, compromising my morals, and doing all this to make others feel comfortable being around me. That is not my job. I'm realizing that is not my responsibility to make people feel comfortable about being around me. So there's just no way at this point in my life am I changing who I am so that someone on the outside can feel comfortable enough or their ego, they're not able to like let their ego down, or they feel I guess good about themselves if I change and I'm more like them. Can't do that. Nope, nope, nope. I'd rather just keep on moving. I realized that a lot of people didn't like the real me, and I wouldn't feel I had to hide it if they were just, if I knew that they would just like me just the way I am. So the fact that I had to hide it lets me know right then that those people didn't really like me, right? So pain and misery, I believe, was projected over me through life. There's times whenever people would be upset and they would just put it on me, or they would say negative or nasty things toward me to make me feel bad. I remember scolding, like, people, like even preachers would like scold people from the pulpit, list their name out and start telling all their business and just making them feel down in front of everybody else. And it was done in the name of Jesus, or making you holy or holier, or whatever the case may be. And I realized that all it did was keep people in the state of mind of submissiveness, not good enough, unworthiness, which are really good catalysts if you want to control, or you want people to listen to your message, or you want them to do what you want them to do. It's Psychology 101. Read it in a million books, okay? It is so freeing. It is so freeing to just be yourself. Didn't think I was ever get to this place in my life. And oh my gosh, it was so many battles just getting to this place of feeling worthy enough. But let me tell you something, when you get to the fuck them, if they don't like it, like me, fuck it place, life just opens up. Because you're no longer living your life for other people. You're living your life for you first. And if everybody else benefits, then hey, but you're first living this life for you. And I don't mean it in a selfish way. I mean it in a way that about self-care and self-love and treating yourself with dignity and respect, shining your light instead of dimming your light. I'm talking about putting yourself in positive situations so you don't suffer mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. So you don't suffer in these areas, but you live life more fulfillingly and more of joy and peace and contentment and happiness. I realized that I wasn't living like that. So I guess the question is now, how am I healing from this, from the guilt and shame of not fitting in and not really liking females on the level of being gay? Sometimes I still do have attractions, to females or whatever the case may be, but it's okay. And it's not a wrong thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a good, bad. It's nothing. It's just who I am. And I've learned that, one thing I learned in healing is that I don't have to be a certain group, right? I don't have to have a certain identity. Because whenever I'm like, I'm gay, then I was like, I better do this, act this way, act that way. I'm bi. I better be like this, act like this. I'm black. I need to do this. I need to do that. I'm a black man. I need to act like this, walk like this, talk like this, believe in this. No. No more little subgroups and no more little cliques or identities that I have to be. I just want to be me, right? So in this healing process, I embrace who I am instead of punishing myself. I was punishing myself for being gay. I was like, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve that. I was telling myself this. People on the outside didn't have to do it. I spent enough time in my life punishing me. Okay? So whenever anybody would say something or slide something now, I'm like, shit, that's all you got? Do you know what I did to me? I hurt myself so many times in so many areas, especially mentally, emotionally, because I didn't feel worthy enough. And somebody else doing it, it's like, yo, I got a lifetime of hurting me. I don't need you trying to hurt me too, right? So I see the past as a learning experiences and I create my own expectations. Jay, these are the things I expect out of you, right? Instead of trying to figure out what everybody else wants out of my life, I become like, and realize that my vulnerability is not my weakness, but it is my strength. I just to be able just to talk about my feelings and about my emotions, and people are like, oh, somebody's going to use that against you, somebody's going to hurt you. I was like, okay, okay, but what does that say about that person, that they want to use my life to hurt me? What does that say about, do they really love themselves? Because I'm telling you right now, I have no time in my life to try to go after other people and hurt them. That's just hurt people hurt people. If you see people going after to hurt other people, it's because deep down the inside they're not happy with who they are. And they need to love themselves more unconditionally. I avoid toxic relationships at all costs. If I have anybody who wants to attach to my life and I find out that they are like vindictive, if they're mean-spirited, if they don't mean me any good, they go. I cut them loose instantly. I'll tell them, hey, yo, this relationship, friendship is over. I'm blocking cell phone numbers, email, you name it, because I don't need that in my life. And it's okay to say no. In this healing process, I am learning to say no more. I have this free will to love, and it is very, 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 very important to me to learn more and more each day to love unconditionally, not only myself, but just other people, and to have more empathy and to understand their plight and the situation they're going through and not be so judgmental. Does it kick in sometimes? Yes, it does. But I constantly remind myself that, hey, you don't feel good when people judge you, don't judge them. Okay? I accept that I'm gay. I accept that I am gay. I accept that I am gay and even attracted to females at times, like I said. It is what it is. I'm not hung up on these gender roles and societal expectations. I do my best to live life in love and loving me unconditionally. So this is me today. And I forgive myself for the times I abandoned me. When I told myself that I wasn't good enough and I abandoned me just to be accepted. I don't have to fake love to be worthy of it. I no longer contort myself to be palatable, so other people can mold me in their image or how they think I should be. I no longer silence my truth to make others comfortable. I am no longer hiding in roles that were never mine. I honor the boy who thought he had to choose survival over authenticity. I honor that boy because he was doing it to survive. And I don't look down on him at all because that boy is me. And I understand. Today I choose truth. And truth loves me back. I choose it. I choose truth, and truth loves me back. All right. So, are you ready? Let's take this deep breath in. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Feels good, right? Let's try it again. Inhale. Exhale. And can you repeat after me? I am exactly who I was born to be. Now say, there is nothing wrong with me. And point to yourself. There never was anything wrong with me. And now say this, and I will never dim my light again. Say it again. I will never dim my light again. Not for anyone. Not even for the past version of me. Yes, I'm learning to love myself unconditionally more and more each day. I don't have to be what society thinks I should be or how society thinks I should be. Loving me unconditionally. This is day 13 and I did it of the 30-day challenge, and you're here with me. And I appreciate you. I love you. This is J Love. You can like, subscribe, please. There's plenty more to go. Okay, I got a lot to say, and hopefully it helps you. This is J Love, loving me unconditionally. Have a wonderful day.
Loving me unconditionally, loving me unconditionally. Through the fire, through the storm, I found the truth inside of me. Loving me unconditionally, loving me unconditionally. No more shame, no more fear, I'm exactly who I'm meant to be.